I have some new updates to share from the UK, but not sure if you consider this as a good news or bad news. I will tell you my point of view, but do let me know what you guys think of this proposal which I'm going to share now. Presently, there are 680,000 international students in the UK who are allowed to work for a maximum of 20 hours a week during the term time and only full time during holidays. However, discussions have begun within the government to raise this cap to 30 hours or remove it entirely. So this news was a surprise to me, as 2 days back, UK's Home Secretary Cilla Braverman wanted to reduce the PSW period from 2 years to 6 months and also reduce the number of dependents who are allowed to come to the UK and restricting foreign students attending low quality courses. However, the Department of Education has strongly opposed this idea, as they fear that UK universities may go bankrupt as they rely heavily on funding from international students. According to UK-based New Way consultancy, foreign students and their dependents contributed to the UK economy not just through the fees of £10,000 to £26,000, but also via an NHS surcharge of £400 a year for the student and £600 for our dependent. So why are they taking a positive step now to help students? Well, if you want to know the reasoning why the UK government is considering lifting the ban on number of hours, make sure to keep watching the video till the end. Hey guys, I'm Sarika and welcome to Your Knowledge Buddy. If you guys want to connect with me on Instagram, my ID is Your Knowledge Buddy, where I do post more updates frequently as compared to YouTube. So make sure to come and say hello to me. And if you wish to book my one-to-one consultation, you can also do that by the link provided in the video description. So without any further delay, let's begin with today's agenda. Agenda 1. What is the UK government's proposal which is being considered now? The proposal is simple. They are thinking of lifting the ban on the number of hours international students can work. However, this is still being considered and is at an early stage and has yet to be agreed upon across the government. If this gets approved, you will be allowed to work legally longer hours. Agenda 2. Reasons why the UK government is considering this proposal. Number 1. In order to boost its economy. Yes. Number 2. They want to be considered the best student abroad destination. So last year, if you guys remember, Australia and Canada lifted the restrictions in terms of number of hours students can work. They changed it to unlimited hours, and hence they want to compete with both the countries, Australia and Canada, so that international students consider the UK as the first international destination when thinking of studying abroad. Number 3. UK is still facing a shortage of labor after Brexit, and hence they want to plug this labor shortage by allowing international students to work longer hours. Last year, international students made up 476,000 of the 1.1 million migrants who arrived in the country. Of this, India became the largest source of students with 161,000 students, including 33,240 dependents coming to the UK last year. There are 1.3 million unfulfilled jobs, almost 500,000 more than before the pandemic. And according to Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, businesses are crying out for workers. Ministers are looking at the ways to encourage British and overseas students to take more part-time jobs to deal with the shortages in areas such as hospitality and retail. In fact, Chancellor Jeremy Hunt has signed his intent to boost the workforce in order to help tackle inflation as high vacancy levels drive up wages. Agenda 3. Is it a good or bad news for you? What are my thoughts? First, let's see why UK universities are not supportive of this idea, as they think it will impact student studies. However, they're happy that the UK government sees the values and expertise that international students bring with them. They think it will impact students' well-being and learning experience. They ask the government to stop the proposal of reducing PSW to 6 months, which will be a better step as compared to increasing long hours. Personally, I think there are two sides to the coin. I'm not overly excited with this proposal because it means if students are allowed longer hours, their focus will shift from their studies to jobs. On the one side, it's good news because you will be able to earn more money and pay your bills easily. You can also gain more UK experience, which will help you in the long run. However, speaking to few students in the UK, they mentioned that they still struggle to finish their assignments on time if they do 20 hours, and hence they find it difficult to get good grades. So they're not able to keep a perfect balance between studies and job. Also, speaking to students from Australia and Canada, they raised a similar concern as their focus completely changed from studies to jobs. However, they like the flexibility and the choice which is given to the student, and they're enjoying it in terms of savings they are able to do due to longer hours. However, they're struggling with their lectures and assignments, and it's distracting students from their studies. I personally think if you guys got knowledge and work experience regarding the course you guys are studying, you may be able to manage university and your work. But for students who are freshers and who got no knowledge about the course you have enrolled, I personally think you will struggle. But after all, it's your call. You need to keep a perfect balance between working long hours and studying. So tell me in the comment section, what do you guys think of this new proposal? Are you guys excited, or are you also in 2 months like me? Please share your personal experience, as I know most of the students are struggling financially due to high inflation now. How are you guys managing? If you want to share your tips with our audience, I will really appreciate that. So before I wrap this video, I wanted to say that this is just a proposal that is being considered. So it will take time before the UK government will make this law. So as of today, you can only work for 20 hours per week legally, and during the term break, you're allowed to work full time. So on that note, thanks for watching my video till the end, and I'll see you guys soon with my next video. Till then, keep learning.